In modern-day popular culture, seeing the faces of celebrities plastered on anything ranging from a t-shirt to a billboard is part of the ordinary. Even more than these common forms of promotion, we see their faces on merchandise such as notebooks, pencils, mugs, and really anything that one uses on a day-to-day basis. But what happens when you see a celebrity's face on a religious object? You can find these for sale online, in novelty stores, or even on your roommate's desk. They look like what seem to be prayer candles dedicated to Catholic saints, but upon further investigation, the saint's face seems to be replaced with that of Drake, Kanye, or even Beyonce. Celebrity prayer candles bring about many concerns dealing with contemporary concepts in the mainstream world, as Catholic culture is appropriated for profit by pop culture. In analyzing celebrity prayer candles with a focus on concepts such as secularization and commodity fetishism, it reveals the more obvious significant phenomena of modern society's take on religion, the celebrity as a form of cultural power, and consumer capitalism. The Drake candle and the many variations of it take on the form of a votive candle. Historically, votive candles come from Catholic origin. They are oftentimes referred to as prayer candles that are intended to be lit as a votive offering in an act of Christian prayer. The most common images seen on religious votive candles are that of the Sacred Heart of Jesus and the Virgin Mary. The meaning behind the votive candle comes from the Old Testament practice of sacrifice. Religious votive candles tend to be iconic objects in various religious ceremonies such as the seven sacraments of the Catholic Church. The controversy that these candles raise is in the Catholic community is apparent in how the appropriation may be interpreted. On the one hand, the candles can be taken as extremely offensive and insensitive to their traditions. On the other hand, if you think about it, celebrities are looked up to and taken as role models, exemplifying some of the characteristics of a saint. Who is to say that many of these celebrities that appear on the candles won't make it to heaven? Some Catholics may embrace the idea of seeing Kim Kardashian on a prayer candle and use it as a teaching experience to explain that Catholicism spreads the belief and hope that each person depicted on the candle is potentially worthy of sanctification. Celebrities essentially have the ability to take religious objects and provoke a discussion surrounding how people interact with their own religion. Furthermore, the appropriation of the religious candle and Catholic saints reveals secularization within modern society. Secular means without religion, and secularization is the act of separating something from religion, making it worldly and unspiritual. The Drake candle illustrates secularization in taking a religious object and finding humor in it, essentially disregarding the religious traditions associated with it. This leads us to wonder to what extent the candle is an ironic gesture for most who possess them. People are not really worshipping a celebrity, they are simply just pretending to do so because it's somewhat comical. The candles are essentially making fun of the extent to which pop culture and millennials idolize celebrities. By mashing up religious and cultural symbols associated with the iconic people at different times, the candle points out commodity fetishism at the heart of pop culture. Karl Marx, a famous philosopher, explains the concepts of commodity fetishism in his work. He coined the term commodity fetishism by making sense of the individual terms of commodity and fetishism. The concept of commodity fetishism can be applied to the appropriated candles. For one, the candles are a representation of the fetishizing of celebrities, and the comparison of celebrities to saints applies godly characteristics to them. A candle is quite obviously an object that is initially bizarre and humorous, yet when analyzed in detail it reveals interesting concepts. In a capitalistic society, commodities are treated as if the value exists within the celebrities themselves rather than the object and its function. In this case, the commodity is the star who has assumed commodity status. Workers produce the candles, but people do not pay attention to that. As a result, the candle seems to be some magical object that appeared from the sky. People continue to buy celebrity prayer candles not because they want to use them for their actual purpose of representing sacrifice, but as a way of supporting and idolizing their favorite celebrities. If one were to look back at celebrity candles from the future, it would reveal a society obsessed with celebrities to the extent that they idolize them and worship them as if they were gods. The object would reveal to them an ironic modern version of what was once referred to as an idol, an effigy of a false god. Celebrity prayer candles not only satirize contemporary culture by making fun of the extent to which individuals worship celebrities, but they also help to expose pop culture in other ways. It illustrates an increasingly secular society and the power and influence that celebrities have in our culture and capitalistic society.